Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is James here from Garage Gym Fitness, and I welcome you to our live session, which is a full body resistance band workout. I'm going to quickly run through the bands. I do this every time, but just in case there's anybody new that's coming along tonight, I just want to do a quick show and tell. So basically the bands come in this nice little bag. You can get them from lots of different places. I get mine specifically from Amazon. Within it you get 5 bands. You get a nice light band, you get a sort of medium light, and then a kind of medium resistance, and then obviously slightly heavier, so medium heavy, and then really heavy. So these last two are really good if you're using them for sort of pull-up progressions, that kind of stuff. You can obviously wrap that round the bar, stick your foot in it, and then obviously it will help you with your pull-ups and stuff like that. So that's initially what they're actually for. They're known as loop bands, and I would just say it's a good idea to have a pair of gloves while you're using them, because as you go up the bands, the heavier you use, they do, as the band obviously expands and contracts, does chafe a little bit on your hands. So if you're using them a lot, then I would suggest a pair of gloves is good. Okay, so we've got 2 rounds tonight. We've got about 12, 13 exercises, depending how you look at it, because obviously some of them are going to be on alternating arms and things like that. So I suppose in total it's about 14 or 15. We do everything to a timer. So we do a 30-second on and then a 20-second rest to switch bands if we need to, or just have that rest that we might need. I usually keep a heart rate monitor on, simply because I'm old and I need to keep a track of this sort of stuff in case I have a heart attack. I don't think I will, but we just like to make sure that we're nice and safe and healthy. So if you've got a heart rate monitor, pop it on. Some of the exercises we do, like the deadlifts and the squats and things like that, does shift the heart rate up. So it's a good idea to just monitor that, make sure you're keeping yourself safe. Okay, so we're going to get into a warm-up first. We'll do a little cool down at the end. We're going to do 2 rounds of the exercises. The whole thing should take probably about 30-35 minutes. Hopefully I won't keep you much longer than that, and hopefully enjoy the session. So let's go. Let's do some shoulder rolls to start with. We're going to go 10 forwards, followed by 10 backwards. 10, good, back. Good stuff. I'm just going to check mine in here. Bear with me a second. Feel that. Good stuff. Okay, so it looks like my live chat is unavailable, so apologies if you're trying to give me any messages, but I can't seem to see anything at the moment, so apologies for that. Not quite sure how I can get that up, but I'll have a think about it as we're going along. So next one is going to be knee to elbow. Going to drive that knee nice and high. Let's crunch those abs, really warm up the abs. We're going to do some core exercises at the end of each session. So there's going to be like 3 little core exercises at the end of the banded session. So we just get down on the floor using our body weight. Good stuff. Let's do another 10 of these, because we're obviously only doing 10 each leg. Good. Okay, let's do some squats as well then. Let's get those knees nice and warm. We're going to need them in a little while. So as I say, it's a kind of full body workout. We're going to do a bit of upper body, so some arms, some shoulders, legs, back, and then as I say, a little bit of core stuff as well, so a little bit of ab work. Okay, let's do a couple more of those. Good, and then we're going to do step jacks just to get the shoulders a little bit warmer. So I'm just going to keep the arms up above, and then we're going to step to the side. So 1, and then back. Good stuff, well done. So I should also warn you, I may just randomly start talking to a person. There is actually somebody with me on a live feed as well, so Harriet is training with me tonight. Quite often trains with me on the live sessions. She loves the banded sessions so much. So yes, if I just randomly start talking, but not necessarily to you guys, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so side bends, let's just come over to the side, warm that spine up. That's it, good bend over to the side. And back. Very good. Back again. And back. Excellent. I meant to say, if you do want to have a look at those bands, I'll drop a link, or there should be a link in the description under this video. It takes you over to Amazon. You can have a look at those. As I say, there are varying different types you can get. I just like these particular ones, A, because they're coloured, so you can see kind of what band you're working on. And if you're working with me, then obviously I call out the colours as I go through the exercises, so that helps. Okay, side twists, just help warm the spine up again. Another 4. Very last one. And 4. Good. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer. I'm a bit perplexed as to why my chat isn't working, which is a bit annoying because I've got people. I don't know why. I can't get there. It's rather annoying. Give me a second here. I don't want to waste too much time on this. If I can't get it working, I can't get it working. It's not a big problem. I had plenty of time to get myself organised this evening, and still can't get it to work properly. Oh no, I'm not going to do all that. That's too much of a faff. Okay, not to worry. Right, I shall leave it. I shall put it up there, see if it does come back to life. Don't quite understand why it hasn't. Very bizarre. All the buttons are ticked. I don't know. Okay, let's crack on. So, starting the timer, we've got a 15-second lead in, and then we're going to do overhead presses. So we're going to do single arm overhead presses tonight. So we're going to grab a band, we're going to put it under one foot, one hand, and then we're just going to drive the hand up. I shall demonstrate quickly once I've grabbed my band. So I'm going with a black band. You might want to start off with a red or a yellow. If this is your first time, but if not, then let's go black, let's go heavy. Here we go. So we're just going to drive the band up. Keep the back nice and straight. Try not to sort of, as you do it, so just straight up. Good stuff. You want to feel like you're actually doing something though, so make sure you do pick a band that does give you a reasonable amount of resistance. Okay, so just take a little 20-second rest, and then we'll go on to the other hand. I'm going to turn off my heater now because I'm starting to sweat. Okay. So swapping feet, swapping hands, and in about 5 seconds we're going to go for it again.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Good stuff, keep it going. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, next one we're going to do is a front raise and then a pull apart. So what I would suggest you do is stand inside the band again. We're going to pull the band out, straight arms, so literally coming up to the front, and then we're going to pull it apart across the chest. But you want to keep the arms nice and straight. And you might want to give yourself a little bit of slack in the front so that you can actually pull it apart when you get to the top. Otherwise it becomes a very difficult exercise. Okay, and this is working obviously the shoulders and into your back, your traps. It's a great little exercise. It's absolute murder on your back. Or upper back anyway. Good stuff, keep going. Okay, I'm going to go down a band again. So I'm down to the light band now. It's the lightest you can go. I do grab it a little bit down the band though, just to give myself a bit more resistance, because the red one is too much, but the yellow is sort of almost not quite enough. Then we're going to come out to the side. Again, keeping the arm nice and straight, and also the body, so try not to sort of flex the body, you know, as you're trying to pull it up. It's supposed to be just a shoulder movement. Okay, just do as many as you can. I know these are hard, especially after the last two. Doing well, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job, and then swap to the other side. Nice and easy. Nice having those little rests in between. Just helps everything kind of come back to normal. Have a little stretch out, flex. Okay, here we go. 2, 1. Okay. Remember, keep that arm nice and straight. You want to come up to about shoulder height or just a little bit higher. Making sure you get at least some resistance from the band all the way through the exercise. You probably stop about there and then come back up. As I say, if it's not hard enough, grab a red band. Or just go down your band a little bit, grab a little bit of extra. Makes it just that little bit tougher. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, next one is a bent over row. I'm sure you're familiar with this one. You may not have done it with a band before, but it's the same as you do it with dumbbells. So we're going to double the band up. Stand on it with both feet, just inside shoulder width apart. Get the back nice and flat, make sure you're bent over, knees fairly soft. And then we're just going to bring the band up, or our hands up to our armpits, like you would with a dumbbell or a kettle, whichever you're using. Making sure you contract those shoulder blades nicely. It's a nice, slow, gentle exercise, don't rush it. You get more benefit by doing it time under tension, as they say. Good, have a little rest on that one. Okay, next one we're going to do is a push-up, and we're going to do it with a band. You don't have to do it with a band. I'm going to do it with a band. So what you do is tuck your thumbs in the band, pull it round your back, and then come down into the push-up position. If you want to just do them on your knees, do them on your knees, that's absolutely fine. It's your upper body that you're working, so the resistance against the band is what you're looking to get. Okay? Excellent. Okay, and then we're going to go on to a deadlift. Just what you need after doing push-ups against the band. Whew. So you grab your meatiest one if you can, which is the green one in this case, in my pack. Making sure you're sitting down into that squat position first. And then we're just going to pull up, keeping the core nice and engaged. Making sure you're driving up through the legs. Do not use your back to do this. If you can feel it in your back, you're doing it wrong. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Excellent, well done. Taken from deadlift, we're going into squats. I'm going to use a purple one. Again, you may want to go black. What I tend to do is bend down first, pull the band over my shoulders and then up. And then when you're ready, we're going to squat. Here we go. Good job. Whew. Keep it going. Heart rate should be up nice and high now. We'll have a little rest in a second. Good stuff. Okay, gently remove that one, don't whip your head off. Okay, bicep curls next. It's up to you whether you use the yellow one or the red one here. I tend to use the red one, double it up under 1 foot. That's it, and then we're just going to curl up. It's quite tough. If you can't do it with this one, do a yellow, but do the yellow under both feet. You want to really squeeze those biceps, keep the elbows tucked into the body. Good job. Well done. Okay, we're going to go tricep curls, tricep extensions next. So the simplest way for me to do this one is put 1 foot on the band. I'm using the black band now. Step through the hole, bring it up over your head, and then we're just going to literally extend up. Try and keep the shoulders tucked into the ears as best you can. Make sure you fully extend the arms going up. If it's easy, just grab hold of the band a little bit further apart each hand. It makes it a bit stretchier. Good stuff. Try and keep the back as straight as you can. And relax. Careful how you let that one go. Okay, down on the floor now. We're going to do a couple of floor exercises. Well, 3 actually. I'm going to start off with the dead bug, which goes something like this. So 1 hand up, 1 leg out. So you're going to come down and in. Oh, I've done it the wrong way now. So opposite leg, opposite hand. Keep the foot off the ground if you can. Drive the leg as straight as possible. Good stuff. Take your time. Don't rush this one. Good stuff. Keep it going. Not long now. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, and the next one is a plank jacks with a shoulder tap. So we're going to start with the feet wide. You're going to come in and go out, and then we're going to tap the shoulders. Try and keep the hips as still as you can, so try not to rock from side to side when you do the shoulder taps. Okay, here we go. So in and out, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Keep the body nice and flat. Try not to let the bum come up in the air. Support the hands under the shoulders. Good stuff, keep it going. Should feel the core getting nice and tight now. Whew. Good stuff. Final one, we're going to do a 30-second V-sit hold. I think we did these last time. Pretty straightforward, nothing to it really. Just got to sit your feet up in the air. Hold it for 30 seconds. Here we go. And up, point the toes. Keep the legs nice and high. If it gets too much, just support yourself for a little bit and then let go again. Oh, my body's shaking. Keep it going. Breathe through it. 2, 1. Good job. Okay, that's the end of round 1. That's pretty easy, wasn't it? So we'll take a little rest. We've got, probably about 2 minutes or so. This thing will just keep beeping away, don't worry too much. I'm annoyed I can't get my chat working. Normally you have like a little bar down the right hand side and you can see people making comments. It just says live chat unavailable, and I've got a couple of people watching, so hello, sorry I can't talk to you. Well, I can talk to you, but I can't hear what you're saying or see what you're saying. Frustrating. I would ask you if you know how to do it to tell me how to do it, but you can't because I can't see it if you write it down. Okay, right, we've got a couple of minutes break, so make the most of it. Have some water. As I say, I have said in previous videos, basically I do my own line of t-shirts. There's a few different designs or different designs of shirt. The design itself is the same, obviously the same as my logo on the back of the board there. So if you want to become part of the Garage Gym Fitness family, go ahead and get yourself a t-shirt. The link for the shop is down below. I think it's called Spreadshirt something or other, gsprints.com. So go and have a look at that. Get yourself a nice t-shirt for Christmas. Good, well, I hope you're enjoying it so far. Don't forget, if you're getting some use out of these videos, there's plenty of others back on my channel as well. I think I've something like 60 videos now. Some of them are resistance bands, some of them are like cardio hit sessions. If you're getting value from this, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. And obviously don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification thingy, so that you get obviously future notifications of certainly these sessions, which I do every Wednesday and Sunday evening at this time, basically 7:45 in the evening UK time. Be great to see you along here. So yeah, obviously as I say, click the notifications, you'll get notified. I think it's about an hour or half an hour before the session, and then obviously just before the session starts. So yeah, okay, so it'd be good to see you. We got 30 seconds left. Grab a quick drink if you want it. Going to start with those overhead presses. I'm going to grab the black band. So single arm, single foot to start off with, like that. Ooh, look at you using two bands. Ooh. Okay, we're going to go in 10 seconds. Was the black one too much for you? Is it? Yeah, it's a good point. If the black one's too heavy, get the red and the yellow one and then use those, because that's probably just slightly less than the black one, but obviously slightly heavier than just the red. So yeah, it's a good point. You could do that obviously with any of the bands, just mix them up, add them together, whatever. Gets a bit harder when they get to the bigger ones, but to be honest, I think there's not much you can do with those bigger ones that you need extra weight for. If you need to do that, just carry on longer or do more reps. Remember not to power through this. It's not a race. You know, even if you just do 7 or 8 reps, if you're counting them, the technique is the most important. Making sure your form's good, and also just making sure that you know, you're keeping that good time under tension, because you get more benefit by doing them slowly. So you're making that muscle work harder for longer. Because it obviously, unlike gravity with a normal dumbbell or weight, you know, where you can use gravity to help you down with the weight, the band you have to control both up and down. So that's why I like bands so much. It's a very dynamic sort of way of resistance, creating resistance. Oh. Good job, well done. Oh. Excellent. Okay, I'm swapping down to the red one now. And we're going to go arms up in front and then pull apart. So don't forget to give yourself a little bit of extra flex in the front. So when you come up, you've got something to pull apart. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, Here we go. 1. So coming up, straight arms, pull apart. Keeping the arms straight all the way through the motion. So don't bend the arms at any point. Pull him up and out. Good stuff. You should really feel this in your shoulder blades, in your traps. Try not to arch your back as you come up. Keep everything nice and straight. Keep the core engaged. Last 3 seconds. Get one more in. Yes, good job. Okay, and then down again to the yellow. Oops. We're going to go 1 foot in, opposite hand. And yeah, I'm going to grab a little bit of extra just to make it a little bit tougher. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good stuff. Last 6 seconds or so. And we'll switch sides.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good job, well done. Okay, switching other side to the other side. So you can grab that little bit of extra if you need to. Whew.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go then.
Work.
Last ones on this side. Well done. Last 5 seconds. Getting nice and warm now.
2, 1. Rest.
Oh, good stuff. Okay, bent over row next. So I'm jumping back up to the black band. Both feet under both bands. Oh, sorry, double the band up under both feet. And then back nice and flat. Knees fairly soft.
2,
Make sure you're leaning over a fair distance.
work.
And then we're going to pull up. Hands to the armpits. Nice and controlled. Don't rush it. Really contracting those shoulder blades. Keeping the elbows tucked in. Good job. Keep going. Oh, good stuff. Okay. Bent over row 2. Push-ups now, oh yeah. So band round the back. Double it up. Round just under your shoulder blades. And then we're going to go down into the push-up position. I'm going to do as many as I can normal, and then I'm going to drop to my knees. Okay, here we go. Again, don't rush it. Whew. Okay, I'm going to my knees now. Keep the body nice and straight.
1. Rest.
Good stuff. Okay, push-ups to deadlifts. God, I must be mad when I wrote this. Push-ups to deadlifts. What a nutter. Okay, double the band up under both feet.
2,
Make sure you're about level. Squatting into that position and then driving up through the legs and back down again. Good job, well done. Keep it going.
3, 2, 1.
Good job, well done. Into squats next. Both feet inside the band. I'm going to go purple because I'm a nutter. Pop it up over your head, then stand up. And we're going 4 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, and down.
Work.
Make sure you keep the weight back into your heels. Don't let the band try and pull you forwards. Keep the chest up, head facing forwards. Good stuff, keep going. 10 seconds left. Get another 5 in at least.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, 4 then. Oh, good stuff. Okay, bicep curls. Oh my goodness me. So double the band out, I'm going red, under 1 foot. And then we're going to simply curl up.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go, elbows tucked into the side. job, well done. Tricep extensions. So remember, step in the centre of the band, step through the hole, I'm going black, up over your head, and then up. Full extension in the elbows. Here we go. Try and keep the elbows tucked into the head. Keep going, 5 seconds left.
3, 2, 1.
Excellent job, well done. Okay, last 3 exercises down on the floor. Starting with the dead bug. Quick drink. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Drive the legs as straight as you can. Keep them off the floor. Keep it going. Last few seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good job. Okay, plank jacks with the shoulder tap. Starting with the feet wide. We're going to come in and out. If the jack is too much for you as well, just stay in that position and do the shoulder tap. Alright? Okay. So keep the body nice and flat. If you just want to do the shoulder taps, it's absolutely fine. Good stuff, keep going. Nearly there. Good stuff. Okay, 20 seconds and then we got a V-sit hold for 30 seconds and then we are done, people. We'll have a little stretch if you want to stick around for that. Takes a couple of minutes, it's quite a good one. I appreciate it, we've all got stuff to do. Here we go. Hopefully you've enjoyed the session. As I said, make sure you give it a thumbs up, please. And obviously like and, subscribe. Leave a comment if there's anything you want to know how to do, or if you'd like to see me do a different kind of session, please do drop me a note and I'll see if we can fit it in. Maybe we could do a dumbbell session maybe one night or something.
3, 2, 1.
Well done.
Rest.
Good job, good session. As I say, if you want to stick around for the cool down, that's great. I hope you can. All helps my watch time. Anyway, I don't really do it for that, I do it for the love of it.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, that thing's going to keep clacking on. Okay, let's shut that up. Cool, okay. So starting with the cool down, let's start in a cobra pose. I'm just going to lie on our tummies, stretch out fully, nice and relaxed, just lying here on the floor, get your breath back a little bit. Few deep breaths, and then we're going to bring the hands down to the armpits, and we're just going to curl the body up, keep the pelvis on the floor, just curl the body as far as it will go, use your head to look up at the ceiling. We're stretching out the abs and the lower back, and then we're going to roll back down, hold it at the floor for a couple, and then we're going to come up again, and then from here we're just going to curl the toes under, and we're going to push back into a downward dog, head down between the elbows. We're just going to push the heels to the floor and then start walking it through. Should feel a nice stretch in your calves and in the back of your hamstrings. Very good. Okay, drop to your knees, pushing down through the shoulders, trying to push the floor away, transfer the weight over to your hands, arch your back up, contract your core, Relax the legs. And then we're going to drop everything to the floor, so just relax the shoulders, drop your belly to the floor, push your spine down through your belly button. Yes, your bum will stick out. Don't worry about it. Okay, and then we're going to arch back up again, transfer the weight to the front again, push down through the floor, stretching out the shoulders. Okay, and then collapse back gently onto your heels, reaching up with the fingers. Walk the fingers away from you, really feel that stretch into your back, or upper back and shoulders. Good stuff. Okay. Come round onto your bum. We're going to put our feet together. We're going to push down with our knees, obviously just with our own force. If you want to encourage them a bit further, then just use your elbows, gently push down on them. Make sure you're sitting up straight, back straight, shoulders back. We're going to grab hold of the balls of your feet, keeping the knees pushed down as much as you can. Just open the balls of your feet up. You'll feel a bigger stretch across the front of your pelvis. Do it gently. Just a bit of a shock the first time you do it. Okay, very good. Just hold that for a second or two. Keep the knees pushed down. Okay, and relax everything. Good. Putting one foot out in front of you. Keep the knee flat to the floor. Curl the toes back with the fingers, with your toes first. Then grab hold with your fingers and just pull back on the toes, get that extra stretch into the back of the leg. And then one more extra stretch is to push the chest as close to the knee as you can. Keep the knee flat though. Okay, good. You should feel a massive stretch all the way down the back, excuse me. Okay, swapping legs. Curl the toes back just with your foot to start, and then grab with your fingers. Pull and pull. And then push down with your chest to your knee. Good stuff. Okay, relax. Okay, we're going to come up into a forward lunge. So keeping the front foot flat on the floor, you're just going to come forwards. I'll show you from the side, so it's a bit more easy to see. So you're coming forwards into a kind of a lunge. You want to push your hips to the floor as much as you can. If you need to take the weight on your other hand, that's fine. Or if you can just do it straight over, do it straight over. I like to lean over a little bit. And then put your back foot on the floor, curl the toes under, and we're just going to lift the knee off the floor. Push the legs straight, but still keep the hips pushed to the floor. Should just increase the stretch a little bit. Okay, coming down. And then we're just going to put our hand opposite the foot, rotate round, and pretend you're painting the ceiling with your hand. Just give it some nice little circles, forwards and back. You should feel that quite nicely in the top of your shoulder and into your back. It's quite a nice one. Okay, good. Staying in this position, you want to just turn your foot out 45 and then back and then out again. So it just opens up this whole area. So as you come forwards now, still come forward straight. It just opens up the hip and that inner part of the thigh. Just gives a slightly bigger stretch. Good for the hip flexors. If you're someone who sits in a chair all day or in a car or whatever, it's a good stretch. Okay, same on the other side. Foot facing forwards. Front foot stays on the floor, don't lift the heel. Push deep if you can. And then come up onto your back foot and just keep pushing. Good, and then back down. Hand on the floor, we're just going to rotate, paint the ceiling. 3 one way, 3 the other. That's it, good, and then back. And then don't forget, we're just going to turn the foot out 45, and then straight, and then 45, and then come forwards nicely, really open up that hip again. Stretch forwards. Make sure you come forwards. The leg obviously will be going off to the side now, but good. Excellent. Okay, up on your feet. We're just going to pull our shoulder across or our arm across. What I want you to do here is push the straight arm against the bent arm. So really flex the shoulders. Give it a good push. Nice. Okay, and then relax and then switch to the other side. Do the same again. Really push against that bent arm. Really flex and tighten up the shoulders. Very good job. Okay, final 2. Interlock the fingers. Bring them up behind. Open up the chest. Really pull up. Should feel it in the top of the back and in the shoulders. And across the chest. We've done a few push-ups today, so it's good to just pull those chest muscles a bit out of tightness as well. Okay, and then tricep pull down. So we're going to put the hand behind the head. Grab hold of the elbow and just pull down. Excellent. And then switch sides and do the other side. Very nice. Good. Okay, well that concludes the session. As I say, thanks very much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you're watching this on catch up, then fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed the session. As I say, and I've said in the beginning and during, obviously if you like the video, you're getting some benefit from it, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to get the future videos. I do a whole mix of stuff. I've started an outside workout session once a week as well, so maybe you want to tune into that one. I get to show you some very nice landscapes of the area that I live in, which is very picturesque, and I'm very grateful for that. So anyway, without waffling too much, I will say cheerio, and I will see you on Sunday night, Patty, right? Yes, Sunday night we will be back at 7:45.